Welcome to another section of optical communication networks, that is unit 4, access network. Today's first topic is optical logic gates. Here, first of all, we are going for, before going to optical logic gates, here what is meant by logic gates we are going for? What is the use? Especially these logic gates are used for digital type of communications, that is adding, subtracting, multiplication, whatever different operations we have to done, and how to store the data, and how to multiplex, how to demultiplex, how to encoding, how to decoding, all the different types of functions we are doing in digital communication. At that time we are using these basics of logic gates. The basics of logic gates, that is universal gates, we have discussed. I think you are already studied in digital logic design or switching theory and logic designs. Different subjects are for different universities, right? Here the basic logic gates are AND gate, OR gate, right? NOT gate. The different gates are available. Different gates are available. Here today we discuss about this optical logic gates by taking an example. That is to explain this optical logic gates operation by the AND operation. Here what is meant AND operation? Whenever input is 0 0, what is the output? 0. Whenever input is 1 and another input is 0, we are getting output also 0. Another input is 0, the second input is 1, we are getting 0. Only 1 1, two inputs are 1, we are getting output is 1 only. That is the basic simple logic truth table for this AND gate. Here see this one, how it can be works, this optical logic gates. Here, these optical logic gates are works in the function of on off condition of a switch. On off a condition of a switch. Suppose 0 0 inputs are 2 zeros. The logical operation is off condition, that we are getting output is 0. Whenever 1 0, the optical logic gate is also output is 0. Whenever 0 1, the optical logic gate is off condition, we are getting output is 0. Whenever inputs are 1 1, then only that logical AND gate can be activates. It is on condition, we are getting output is 1. Right here, this one we are taking example how it works. We are giving input. We are taking one splitter or demultiplexer. What it may be, splitter or demultiplexer. Here we are giving input is compressed packet. All we discussed about in a previous class how the packets are compressed. How the packets are compressed together by using packet interleaved multiplexing. Packet interleaved multiplexing to reduce wasting of the bandwidth. We are going for compressing the packet for number of stages. That is the number of stages requirement. It depends upon the inputs, right? You see this one. This is the 1 bit condition from here to this is 1 bit period. This is another bit period. Suppose for each bit period, the number of pulses we are going to assume that 5 pulses, 5 light pulses. Here, see this one first bit period. The first 4 bits are 0. The last one can activate. In second bit period, the first one is 0. The second, third activated. The fourth one is 0. The fifth one is activated. Total 4 pulses are present. For each bit period, 5 pulses we have to assume. Right. First go for first AND operation. Here the input for AND operation, one is the data, other is laser signal. Here how many number of pulses for each bit? Here we are assuming that 5. That's why we are giving 5 AND gates. AND gates. Here the another input for AND gate is laser pulse with some delay. See this one. First one is first AND gate we are giving laser pulse is starting only. The second AND gate somewhat delay. Likewise, we are getting up to this. Say this one, the first operation. Check this one, first bit period. Starting with it is laser is on condition, right? Here, see this one. Compare this one. Is there any bit? Is there no? Then 1 0 0. Next, no one is there. Next, we are going for again period. Here 1. Here the second here is there in the no, that's why it's 0. Next we are going for second AND gate. Here both the second pulse of the each bit period is on. In the second input for AND gate, here see this one, this period is on, there is no pulse, that's why it is 0. But here the second pulse, that is second bit period, the signal is present here, here also present. That's why 1 1 we are getting 1. Likewise, the ANDing operation can be performed together. This is logical AND operation. Right here, how exactly this AND gate works? How exactly this AND gate works in a real-time applications of the optical communication? That is a non-linear optical loop mirror. The concept of real-time application is non-linear optical loop mirror. That is NOLM. LM. Here, see this one. This is a fiber loop. Here, see this one. This is a fiber loop. That is, we are taking optical fiber cable attached with a 3D plug. What is my direction can be used for splitting of the signal for different directions? Basically, how many number of ports for directional coupler? Having 4 ports. 4 ports. See this one. This is the port 1 which we are giving input signal. This is the RE. Other port is RE. The next remaining 2 ports are connected to this optical loop. Here, see this one. Now we are assuming that. Here, see this one. We are giving input at arm A. We are giving input at arm A of the 3 dB directional coupler. And now the signal goes to here. This is the directional coupler. The signal, the original signal is splits. That is, original signal is, see this one, the intensity. Whenever it can be power splits into 2 directions. One is clockwise direction, another one is clockwise direction, another is anti-clockwise. The other one is the power can be divided 2 parts. One is in this direction, other one is in this direction. See this one. This is just like a mirror, right? One is clockwise, another is anti-clockwise. Once I have to show this in this figure, this is both are just like a mirror signal. That's why it is called the non-linear optical loop mirror. Here, input signal is some high intensity power, but at the time of given to this loop, optical fiber loop, automatically the intensity can be reduced. Drawback of this there. That's why going for next one is here. See this one. At that time, we add an amplifier to use the. See this. Here we are giving input at RBA. We are giving to input here. See this one. We are giving at these two ports. The power is divided. Some half of the goes to this anti-clockwise direction. Some of the goes to this clockwise direction. But we are using EDFA architecture. What is EDFA? Erbium doped fiber amplifier. Erbium doped fiber amplifier. How the EDFA works? We are inserting a rare earth elements. What are the rare earth elements? Erbium is the material. Is the rare earth element which is inserted into the optical fiber cable. Then it acts as an amplifier. Here, this topic already we discussed about in, I think, second unit. The output of this EDFA is amplified signal. The output of this EDFA is amplified. This is the difference between previous figure and this figure. Now, that's why it is called as a non-linear amplifying loop mirror. In previous is only non-linear loop mirror, but here it is called as a non-linear amplifier loop mirror. That is, a signal is amplified. Here the signal is amplified, nothing but here one signal is amplified in a clockwise direction, other signal is amplified in the some phase shift we are getting. large phase shift between two. Here, however, are convenient for high speed operation. Here, how? Dependent phase change. Without amplification, only a small change in phase between two signals. That is, one is clockwise direction, only anti-clockwise. We are getting small change in phase. But once we are using this amplifier in a clockwise signal, then automatically a large phase shift we are getting. That is about the first order. That is, the intensity dependent phase change in silica fiber is a weak non-linearity, and it undergoes a few hundred meters of the fiber, few hundreds of the fiber are required in the loop to exploit effect for pulse switch. That is, the phase change can be depends upon input. Next, second one. Here, for every time we are applying this AND gate operation, whenever the non-linear properties are coming. Here, based upon about these two properties, we go for the next configuration is terahertz optical asymmetric demultiplexer. Terahertz optical asymmetric demultiplexer, TOAD. The next configuration, TOAD. Here, see this one in TOAD. Here, instead of single directional coupler, we are using two directional couplers for this TOAD configuration. You see this one. This is the original figure of the TOAD. That is arm A, arm B. The main two ports are connected to optical loop. But here we have to insert another for controlling. For controlling. Here, how can control amplifier we are using control signal to amplify the signal without amplifier. See this one, we are getting input at arm A. Here, this is the intensity of a signal. Once it is moved to the center of this directional coupler, it splits the half of other anti-clockwise direction. Once the anti-clockwise signal goes, right here, apply a control signal. Apply a signal with respect to the original signal coming from anti-clockwise direction. See this one, the control, but another laser we are using only. Nothing will happen. Another laser signal we are using. This is the original half of the power we are getting. Both are multiplexed together. We are getting output is high intensity signal. This is about T1. For every operation here, we are going for ANDing operation. ANDing operation. Finally, we are getting high intensity of a signal. Here, nothing but suppose we are assuming that the input for this this anti-clockwise direction is suppose 2 dB. Suppose the signal is 5 dB we are getting. Both are multiplexed together. That is ANDing also nothing but multiplication can take high intensity of a signal. This is about TOAD. Do you have any query in this type you require in a chat box? Thank you very much for this class.